introduction, background of the study, definition. The student is a person study in the school or education, intentional map progress learning the knowledge and develop the skill. For definition for mathematics is the science of structure, order, and direction that as evolved from elemental practice of counting, measuring, and describing the shape of object. For this research, a simple survey is conducted to get to know about attribute for students who make course, and in the study we conclude on what attribute for student mathematics for achieve the final grade. Objective of the study have to first to identify respondent background, second to invest the attribute of student mathematics. Data collection. Data collect a primary data set of questions that were answered by the student who take the course mathematics. These questions were used to platform Google Form to assess student. Method of data analysis. Respondents are required to fill in the set as mother job, father job, weekly study time, number of school, absent, first period grade, second period grade, final grade, home to school travel time, extracurricular activity, internet access at home, we are romantic relationship, and current health status. The scale of measurement of quality data is nominal and ordinal, while the scale of measurement of quality data is interval and ratio. So T is a table. We have a variable for 14 variable. Statistical to use software or our research is analysis data is collected is a Microsoft Excel. The formula of and the function will be ready available in Microsoft Excel to construct graph and chart. The software to collect, measure, analysis, and make decision for our research.
First of all, we talk about the frequency sets of students in the mathematics course. The female has a higher frequency with 77 students, while only 73 male students, total 150 students. So, most of the students in this survey are female. The percentage of female occupy 51.33% of the students, while male students only occupy up to 48.67%. Based on the pie chart, we can see most of the students studying mathematics course are 15 years old. It represents 53% of the students, 79 students out of 150 students, which is also the mode and median for the age. On the other hand, there are only one student, 1% from 19 years old that study mathematics course. Net 62 students who are 16 years old, and it represents 40%, while 8 students who are 70 years old, and it represents 5%. Lastly, only 2 students who are 18 years old, forming 2% of the students. Next, we talk about the parent job. The percentage from 100% show mother job at home, 10%, head 10.67%, service 28.67%, teacher 60%, and other 34.67%. Meanwhile, the percentage of father job at home is 4%, head 8%, service to 4.67%, teachers 10.67%, and other 52.67%. Next, we talk about the weekly study time. The frequency of weekly study time for mathematics course student less than 2 hours is 43. 2 until 5 hours is 72. 5 until 10 hours is 20, and the last one is more than 10 hours is 15 students from overall. Based on figure, it shows the percentage of weekly study time where less than 2 hours is 28.67% and 5 until 10 hours is 15%. 2 until 5 hours represent the last percentage of 48%. Meanwhile, more than 10 hours represent as 4 has the smallest percentage, that is 10%.
We can see that the highest frequency of student absent is 102 students out of 150 students, which absence 0 to 2 times only. The lowest frequency of student absent is 1 student and they absence 50 to 40 times. Besides, we can see the mean of students absent is 5.03 and the median and mode is 3.3088 and 2.5787 respectively. The variance and standard deviation are 38.9656 and 6.2422 respectively.
We can see the class with highest frequency in the first period grade is 9 to 11, which is 44 out of 150 students. Furthermore, the mode of the first grade is 8.7143. There are 5 students get the higher range of grades 18 to 20. Therefore, the second highest frequency of mathematics course student is grade 6 to 8, which is 43 students. The table shows that the mean of the mathematics course student is 11.1200 in the second period grade. The highest frequency is class 9 to 11 in second period grade, which is 44 out of 150 students. Therefore, the mode of second period grade is 10.7222. The median in the second period grade is 11.159. Other than that, the variance of the second grade of mathematics course is 17.8244. The standard deviation of second period grade mathematics course is 4.2219. There are 150 students of the mathematics course in final grade have a mean of 8.6267. The class with higher frequency is 9 to 11, which is 47 out of 150 students. Furthermore, the mode of the final grade is 10.3571 and the median of the final grade is 10.9894. Thus, the variance of final grade of mathematics course is 26.5244. The standard deviation in final grade of mathematics course is 5.1502.
We can see the highest frequency of student mathematics students. Travel time is 109 students out of 150 students with less than 50 minutes. It represents 73% of students. Besides that, travel time with more than 1 hour recorded the lowest frequency with only 4 students out of 150 students, and it represents 3% of students. We can see that 82 students with the highest frequency were not joining extracurricular activities. It represents 55 of students. Besides, 68 students out of 150 students with the lowest frequency were joining extracurricular activities, and it represents 45% of students. Thus, joining an activity will not affect too much on study, since there are 82 of 150 students did not have extracurricular activities.
From the pie chart in the figure, we can see that most students have internet access at home with 129 students, while there are only 21 students who do not have internet access, totaling to 150 students. So we can see that more of the students who answer yes have internet access at home. The mood is students who have internet access, which occupy 86%, while students who do not have internet access only occupy up 14%.
The number of students with a romantic relationship. Yes are 33 and no are 117 out of 150 students. Based on figure 3.2.9, orange area from students with no romantic relationship dominate the chart with 78%, and blue color from students with romantic relationship was the smallest area with 22% from 100%. This means most of the students are not with romantic relationship. Students which have romantic relationship with will affect their grades drop. The frequency student for current health status show that very poor is 20, poor is 14, fair is 22, good is 21, and excellence is 73. Based on figure 3.2.10, the biggest area was light blue represent for excellent with 49%, then followed by dark blue represent very poor is 13%, and grey color for fair is 15%. Next are yellow by good status with 14%, and the smallest area are orange color by poor with 9% from overall 100%.
For conclusion, a sample survey is obviously to get to know data about students take a mathematics course. From the analysis made based on the data, we can see that female has the highest frequency with 77 students, while there are only 73 male students. Most of the students who study the mathematics course are 15 years old. Most of their parents are engaged in other jobs except for at home, health, service and teacher. The highest frequency is class 9 to 11 in the first grade, which are 44 out of 150 students. For the second period, the grade is class with the highest frequency is 9 to 11 and the mode of the grade is 10.7222. The last period grade is the class with the highest frequency is still class 9 to 11. They look consistent in 3 period grade and the mode of the grade is 10.3571. In conclusion, the 3 grades show that grades domination of the mathematics course student is class 9 to 11.